What's up, guys? Welcome back to the video. Today I want to do something a little different. I wanted to do a tier list of keyboard layouts. I put in a bunch I've tried and a couple extra ones. I just want to give my opinion on those layouts through a tier list. So let's get into it. So we have tiers S, A, B, C, D, and then I added absolute trash for those that are garbage. So let's get into it. So first off is 75% compact, but the function keys are still exploded. This is S tier easily. It's probably one of the best layouts. It's the most optimal. You get function keys, you get extra keys on the side, and it doesn't take up too much space. Then we have 75% with a knob, so it offers more function. It doesn't look as clean and it takes a little more space, but it does have a knob. So also I'm going to give S tier. I know I'm probably going to end up giving a lot of S tier ones. Next we have compact 65%. I think compact 65% is pretty good, but it doesn't look that clean, so I'm going to give it an A. But then we have 65% with a blocker. That's going to get an S tier just because it's a really good layout. It doesn't really take any more space than this one, and it just looks clean. Then we have 65% with a knob. So I'm going to give this A as well, just because it doesn't look as clean as a regular 65%, but it offers more function because having a knob on a 60% keyboard is really handy. Then we have 60% with arrow keys. This I'm not a huge fan of. I do have some boards with it. It just doesn't look super clean, and it does give the function, but I rather just have a 65% at this point, so I'll give it a B. So standard 60%, I'm going to give a C. It's just kind of annoying not having arrow keys at all. It does look a little cleaner, so I'm actually going to give it a B as well, but it just doesn't give you that much function. Next, we have 60% with 7U spacebar, and I'm going to give that A. I'll explain why. So having the extra spacebar pushing in actually allows you to have the FN key you can't really see, kind of right above the control key on the bottom right corner, which allows you to kind of use the FN to enable arrow keys while still having functions. Then we have HKB. I've never used this layout. I just don't see the point of not having control keys. You need it in a lot of games. So for a gamer, I'm going to put D tier. If I weren't a gamer, I'd probably give it like B or A, but as a gamer, I'm giving it a D. So now we have 60% with no Windows keys. I'm going to put this in absolute trash. This will probably be controversial that the like two most popular in the super enthusiast scene I'm putting here, but these just take away very useful functions. Like I use my Windows key a lot. Then we have Southpaw. So Southpaw I kind of used once on a keyboard, and as a gamer, my hand is kind of locked in always on the left hand side of the keyboard. So to get my brain to move it to the side, it's a little hard. It's just much easier moving up. It is cool, but it's honestly not that useful as I think it is. I'm going to give it a C. Then we have 65%, the 68%, where it's kind of like a smush TKL. This layout is absolute trash. It's terrible. It looks terrible. You might as well just have a 65% at this point or go up to 75%. It just looks so bad. Same thing with the Wooting HE version of the layout with 75 with the function keys. You might as well just get a TKL. It's practically the same size, or if you buy 75%, you're getting the same keys and it's smaller. So now we have TKL. I'm going to put at B tier. It's a really good layout. It looks really clean. It just takes up so much more space in a 75%, and you only get like 2 more keys, maybe 3. Next, we have whatever this layout is. This is a split low profile KBD Craft keyboard, but I'm just going to use it for split keyboards in general. It's a very cool concept, but it's just kind of hard to get used to and annoying. If I wasn't a gamer, I'd maybe commit to it, but I'm going to put this at D. Next, we have, this is 96%. I'm also going to put at D. You really don't need to, the numpad is useless. Like I'm telling you, it is so useless. You're just used to using it your whole life. If you're using it, maybe if you like use the numpad 24/7, okay, but it's so easy to just type the buttons on top of the keyboard. I think having a numpad is ridiculous. Now we have Ergo keyboards like an Alice. I'm going to put this at A tier. I don't really use one. I don't have one anymore, but they're just really cool and unique, and it helps you kind of learn how to type better. Like I type very poorly, and I was kind of using it to practice when I had one, and it definitely improved my typing. And having a split space bar is also really fun for gaming. If they made a Hall Effect Alice board, I would probably buy it. Full size, absolute trash. It just takes up too much space. You get like two more keys at 96%. I just don't like it. So one-handed keyboards, if you had a console, I would probably put it at like A or B. But if you have a PC, it's absolute trash. There's no point in using it. It's just a waste of space. So 40%, I've never used 40%, but it just looks really cool, and they take up very little space. So we'll give that a B tier. It's just interesting. So that's pretty much it. This might be a little controversial, but if you like this video and want me to do other tier lists, let me know. I was just trying out something different, and I'll see you in the next one.